Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, sir.
Okay, students, today we are starting the differential equations. This is the book. The name I have already told you. Our first course in differential equations with modeling applications. This is 10th edition. And Dennis Jizel. A first course of differential equation by Dennis Jizel. This is the 10th edition. So we are starting this one. Differential equation. Solve the equation means we have to find, we will remove the differentiation, the differential sign from the equation. Therefore, it's called the solve the differential equation. The first method of solving the differential equation is the first type of differential equation. So, sorry, 61680. Sayyid Muhammad Haris 63276. Then Muhammad Mas 63422. First order differential equations. First order differential equations. It means the differential equation which have the first derivative. First order differential equation means the differential equation, the equation which involve the first order derivatives. Those are called the first order differential equation. So the first type of the first order differential equation is variable separable or separable variable. Variable separable. Now, Maria Sheikh 61615. Anas Shaukat, just tell him, anyone may tell Anas Shaukat, he must write his ID. Otherwise, he will not be allowed. Anas Shaukat. So the first type of equations are variable separable. These are the equations. These are the differential equations which can be solved by separating the variables. One side the y variable, the other side the x variables. And then we will integrate it and we will solve it. Daniel Sultan 59283. So just anyone may tell Anas Shaukat, may convey my message that he must write his ID, otherwise he will not be allowed. So the first type of differential equations are variable separable. First type of differential equations are variable separable. So we will separate the variable. One side will be x variable, the other side will be y variable. And then we will solve, we will integrate both the sides to get the answer of y. So the first exercise of this book is exercise 2.2. Exercise 2.2. Page number 51. From the book of differential equation. So exercise 2.2, first question is dy upon dx is equal to sine 5x. On the right side only x variable. On the left side there is y as well as x. Both variables are there. So dx will be shifted on the other side with x side. So we will have only dy is equal to sine 5x dx. Now the variable has been separated. One side only y, on the other side only x. So the variables has been separated. So when the variable has been separated, we will integrate them. He is Kaisar Khan 7685. So now we will integrate after separating the variable. One side the x variable, the other side are the y variable. So we will integrate both the sides. Integrating both the sides. And a shortcut. 62371. Okay. Integrating both the sides, it will become dy integrating both the sides. Here derivative is cancelled by the integration because derivative and integration are opposite to each other. Dy means the derivative of y. When we integrate, the derivative and by integration is cancel y. Now here the sin x, integration of the sin x, sin 5x will be minus cos 5x divided by the derivative of 5x. It is 5 and plus c. So y will be equal to minus 1 upon 5 cos 5x plus c. This is the answer. This is the final answer. When we are integrating sine 5x, it will become minus cos 5x divided by the derivative of 5x. In derivative, if we find the derivative of sine 5x, it will become cos 5x into the derivative of 5x, that is 5. So the answer will be 5 cos 5x, the derivative. And integration minus cos 5x upon 5. So this is the answer of the first question. It's easy, not difficult. Now we will do question number 2. Exy dy upon dx. Mahdi Raza 62589. Sahabat 60973. Already there. So that was question number 1. Now we'll do question number. Have you understood this one? Anything you not understood? So have you all understood it means? It means you have all understood. Now I'm starting the second question. Question number 2. E raised to power xy. Y. dy upon dx. Is equal to e raised to power minus y. Plus e raised to power minus 2x e raised to power minus y. This is the question. We have to solve it by the method of variable separable. Sayyid Munawwar Ali Shah 62367. Ibrahim Aftab 8367. So we have to separate the variables. Abdul Rahim 62183. Ashar Akhtar 63064. So first of all, we will separate the variables. Here is y, dy. They both will be over there. This may be shifted here. And here the combined x and y, e raised to power. So we'll separate them. It will become e raised to power x, y, dy upon dx is equal to e raised to power minus y. This is the powers are being added. So it is e raised to power minus 2x into e raised to power minus y. When the powers are being added, so it means they are being multiplied. From here we will take e raised to power minus y common. Minus y common. Inside will be 1 plus e raised to power minus 2x. Now e raised to power x will be shifted on this side, e raised to power minus y will be shifted here. So it will come over there. Y upon e raised to power minus y dy is equal to e raised to power, e raised to power minus y has been shifted. This one has been shifted over there. There is only 1 plus e raised to power minus 2x. It will be shifted over there. And dx is also shifted over there. This is upon, it will multiplied over there, dx. Now all the x's are the right side and all the y's on the left side. On the y's on the left side, on the x's on the right side. Now we will simplify this one and this one also. It will become y into e raised to power y. Minus y will go up, e raised to power y dy. They will be separated. 1 upon e raised to power x plus e raised to power minus 2x upon e raised to power x into dx. Remember there that dy and dx will be written at the end of the expression. Dy and dx will be written at the end of the expression. So dy will be written on the end of this expression and dx will be written at the end of this expression. Further, y e raised to power y dy is equal to 1 upon e raised to power x will be e raised to power minus x. E raised to power minus x into dx. Okay, we will write at the end. And this will also go up, e raised to power minus 2x into e raised to power minus x. It will become e raised to power minus 3x. Whole dx. We'll put those 64289. Okay, now we will integrate. Integrating integral y e raised to power y dy integral e raised to power minus x plus e raised to power minus 3x into dx. Here there are two functions. So we will integrate by the method of integration by parts. Integration by parts. U dv. Integral u dv is equal to uv minus integral uv du. This is the formula of the integration by parts. U dv, when two different functions are being multiplied, so the integral of the two functions who are being multiplied will be equal to u, the same function, into the integral of v. V is the integral of dv. Just like in the previous question we did, the integral of dy will be y. Integral of dy was y. So this is the integral, v is the integral of dv. So the first function into the integral of the second function minus the integral sign, integral of the second function, that is v, into derivative of the first function. Derivative of the first function. This formula will be used. So here this will be considered as u, y is equal to u. So y will be considered as u, and the u will be written over there. So we will write y, and here the dv, du, sorry. So derivative of this one. So du will become dy. Du will become dy. If u is equal to y, then du is equal to dy. Now dv, e raised to power of y dy is equal to dv, a derivative. So we have to find v, sorry, I do dv e raised to power y dy. This one is dy, sorry, dv, and this one is y, u. Y is u, and e raised to power y dy is equal to dv. And here we have to find the v, u, the du, and dv is v. The integration of this one. So integration of e raised to power y will be equal to e raised to power y. Integration of e raised to power y is equal to e raised to power y divided by the derivative of the power y. The derivative of y will be 1. So e raised to power y upon 1 will be equal to e raised to power y. Fasi Rohan 62725. So this is dv and this is v. Now we'll put in the formula y e raised to power y dy integral will become u into v. U is y and v is e raised to power y. So u into v will be y e raised to power y minus integral v. V is e raised to power y into du. Du is dy. U into v, u is y into v e raised to power y minus integral of v, v is e raised to power y into du, du is dy. So that is, now one more step to integrate this one. It will become y e raised to power y minus integral of e raised to power y. Here we found the integral of e raised to power y was e raised to power y. So this is the answer of y e raised to power y dy. This one. Integral of, we will take the integration integral e raised to power minus x, e raised to power minus 3x, minus 2x, it will go up, minus 3x into dx. Now the integral of this one, y e raised to power y dy is equal to y e raised to power y minus e raised to power y. This is the integration of this one is equal to integration of e raised to power minus x will be e raised to power minus x divided by the derivative of minus x. The derivative of minus x will be minus 1. So e raised to power minus x divided by minus 1. It will become minus e raised to power minus x. In the same way, the derivative of e raised to power minus 3x, the derivative of integration of e raised to power minus 3x will be e raised to power minus 3x divided by the derivative of minus 3x, that is minus 3. So e raised to power minus 3x will be divided by minus 3. So it will become minus 1 upon 3 e raised to power minus 3x. The derivative of this one is minus e raised to power minus x. Derivative of this one is minus 1 upon 3 e raised to power minus 3x and plus some constant. So this is the final answer of question number 2. This is the final answer of question number 2. Have you understood? Have you understood everything? Have you understood this question? Okay, it means you have understood. I will rub and do another question. So in this, that was a bit difficult part because it was the two functions are being multiplied. So this the whole is the integration for this one. This is the formula and this is for the whole integration. This one. Y e raised to integral y e raised to power y dy. Its integration is this one. Y e raised to power minus y e raised to power y minus e raised to power y is equal to an integration of e raised to power minus x will be minus e raised to power minus x. And this one minus 1 upon 3 e raised to power minus 3x and plus some constant. In all the integration, we add something. Muhammad Sharif 61332. Okay, I will doing the next question. I'm rubbing it. Now the next question is, question number 5. X dy upon dx is equal to 4y. X dy upon dx is equal to 4y. So we will separate the variables. We will separate the variables. Y will come over there, dx, and x will be shifted over there. So dy upon 4y, dx will go up and x will come down. Now variables are separated. On the right side, on the left side is y. Variables on the left side, on the right side are x variable, on the left side are y variable. So it will become 4 is constant 1 over 4, and this is integral dy upon y, integral dx upon x. So integral of 1 upon y will become ln y. Integral of 1 upon x is ln x. If we take 4 on that side, 1 upon 4, it will be 4 upon 1. So ln y will become plus c. We may take ln c. We may take ln c. So 4 is multiplied with this one as well as this one. If because all things are in ln, so constant will also be written in ln. If all the terms are in ln, so constant will also be written in ln. If 4 is multiplied over there, it will become 4 ln x plus 4 ln c. Four ln x means ln x raised to power 4. So ln y is equal to ln x raised to power 4 plus ln c raised to power 4. When the two logs are being added, it means the two terms are being multiplied. It means ln y is equal to ln c4 x4. When the two numbers are being multiplied and their ln will be equal to ln one function plus ln the other function. If they are being divided, so ln of one first function minus the ln of the second function. And in plus case, they are being multiplied. In minus case, they are divided by. Ln is cancelled by ln. If we take the anti-log, it will become y c raised to power 4 x raised to power 4. C raised to power, c is constant. So constant raised to power 4 is another constant. It may be k. So it may be written y is equal to k x raised to power 4. Y is equal to k x raised to power 4. Or c, capital C, if it is small c, you make it capital C. If it is capital C, you make it small c. Because the power of the constant, if it takes power 4 of the constant, power 5 of the constant, that will be another constant. Just like 2 raised 2 is a constant, 2 raised to power 4 will be 8, another constant. So this is the way how to solve the equations. Understood all of you? If you not understood, please ask. Raise your hand. I will unmute you. You may ask the question. It means everything is clear. It means everything is clear. Shine al Shafqat 60788.